Yeah, and I think you make a great point there, right? About how, and I think you're exactly right. I think one of the lessons we should learn from this part of the Old Testament is that political power, right? Political power um ends up often being a distraction from what God is like doing, right? Like the work that God wants to do in the world. Often political power ends up being a distraction for that. And I think the other thing that I think we take from this is that, right, God is faithful to raise up prophets to serve as a conscience, a kind of conscience to the people who are in who hold political power. And I don't think that, right, I don't think that that prophetic function of the people of God, I don't think that that's any different today, right? I think right, we now as the church, post incarnation of Jesus, I think we as the church still have a responsibility, right, of serving that function in the world, right? Of when there are people who are in political places of political power, who forget God or who abuse that power. I think it is right. It's like there is a prophetic function to the church to speak to those people who are in authority and to say this is wrong. Um, and Yeah, and I think primarily, right, like we I think primarily we learn that from the witness of the Old Testament more so than the witness of the New Testament necessarily.